shore, she built from the stars. Turned all them L's and twisted laws. Ain't here to preach, just here to relate. She done fell in the cracks, now she shifting the fate.
Every slip was set up for her next prize. Not your toward you with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul and mix. Every story got a gem, every bag got a fix. She where you at from heartbreak to hustle, from crying in the dark to finding the muscle. So if you watch it, better open your ears, cause the realest lessons come wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the message, you gon' feel this vibe. Real talk, no blood, just the truth and life. She been through the fire, now she see that flame. Lied through the pain, but she still got game. Everyday life with a twist and a grin.
Shout out to Corey Joe, 1000 watts radio, baby.
Real, never play and pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the land.
All right now.
She said how it is, no shook, no mask. Might toast you in love, but it's all gon' last.
It's life uncut with a side of grace. She a voice in your ear when the world in your face.
So laugh if you want, cry if you need.
But one thing for sure,
you gon' take heed.
Cause she been through the mess, now she blessed in the proud. The truth in the chest, and the head still proud.
Now, I got a first because I had looked in my chat and I was like, ain't no way. I was looking in my chat, I was like, no, that might be wrong. Cause I see somebody in my chat, I'm like, no, this gotta be wrong. Wait a minute, okay? But I want to say first, shout out to Angry Man. I see you in my chat, sir. Good morning, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Even if you just stopping in, I'm fine with that, sir. Thank you so much for coming over. I greatly appreciate that. I want to share something with you. Your wisdom does not go unnoticed on YouTube, especially when I clock in onto your content. Your wisdom does not go unnoticed. Shout out to you, my brother. And thank you. If you just stopped by, I'm fine with that. Thank you for showing up. I greatly appreciate that. Now, good morning, everybody. How are you? It's good to see y'all. We about to start some trouble today. We will be clowning today, okay? We gonna be clowning today, okay? All right, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen, okay? We gonna get into some foolery. The title of this nonsense today, baby, oh my God. The title of this nonsense today is Dr. Umar ex-lover SHAVONNE Stone. Y'all remember, he called her the throat goat, okay? SHAVONNE Stone, A.K.A. the throat goat. She did an interview with Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. Tasha K clocked that tea all the time. It's a doggone shame. Okay? She clocks that tea all the time. Baby, SHAVONNE Stone got some foolery for y'all to hear. And we're going to go into it. Let me share something with y'all. A lot of people say, take heed, you come after men. I don't come after men. Let me share something with you. I have a problem with Pookie and Rere. Take Heed has a problem with Pookie and Rere. Why do Take Heed have a problem with Pookie and Rere? Because Take Heed was a Pookisha and a Rakeisha. Okay? Take Heed was a Pookisha and a Rakeisha. Okay? So I have a problem with Pookie and Rere. When they come to social media and they fool everybody. Mind you, listen. If you got your own thing, you want to do your own thing on social media, that's fine. But when you sucker us into foolery, this is when the nonsense come. Okay? This is when the nonsense come. Good morning, A-Team. I see you in the chat. Good morning, World Class. How are you? Joyce, I see you. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Ruby, I see you as well. Okay? Let's get in here. Okay? Now, Angry Man said, he was at the top of the chat. He said, Dr. Omar used to date Madea. Holy shit, LOL. I'm tired. That's terrible. I'm tired. Okay? Good morning to everybody. World class, what's going on, baby? So this is my problem, okay? I don't hate Dr. Omar. I have no problem with Dr. Omar. But the thing is that when you come to social media, you start lying to everybody. You understand? I'm going to share something with you. Takey has a problem when people come and they give advice when it's relationships and raising children. If your household is not stable, you should not be coming to social media telling people how to raise children. That's what I believe. If your relationship, if you don't have a relationship, you don't already have like a solid foundation, you shouldn't be coming to social media preaching to nobody. You shouldn't be. And I know that, the days of old on YouTube, that people come to social media and they preach about certain things. But I'm going to share something with you. These people are living a fake life. Because once these cameras get turned off, all the work that they told you to do, they not doing themselves. You got Dr. Cheyenne out here. Shout out to Paul Pierce. Okay, Dr. Cheyenne out here talking about she's been in a 5-year relationship with somebody who is 9 years younger than her. And she said she done spent the block a couple of times with this young man. How are you telling women, oh, you got to have the men to do this, you got to have the men to do that, but you, my sister, you spinning the block. 5 years, you've been spinning the block. Now you talking about, oh, it's because of his insecurities. Really, ma? Really? Or is it that he just want to swing you from the chandelier and that's it? But I also think that that's just a play because you eat grass. Alleged, alleged, alleged. Okay? I don't want to get sued. Alleged, alleged, alleged. Can y'all hear me well? Is the audio good? I just want to make sure of that. Let me know. Is the video clear? Let me know. If my audio is messing up, let me know. So that's my problem. They come here and call themselves teaching. Dr. Umar, all he does is talk about how he want to help the melanated community with their children and stuff like that. But this woman, who is Siobhan Stone, allegedly reached out to him years ago because she was having problems with her son, which the boy is grown now, okay? But she was having problems with him. The son had ADHD, and she wanted help, okay? She reached out to Dr. Umar. She said he gave her this like lousy answer or whatever. And then so later, a month later, she reached out to him again or something like that and went into debt. And he still didn't give her like a really good answer. He still didn't give her a good answer. So what happened was he waited, I guess, a couple weeks and was like, I want to do a show in your town. Can you organize that? And she organized it, okay? And somehow, he was ready to please that booty, okay? And what it looked like to me, and from what the women are saying on social media that have encountered him, he's only looking to assist you because he want to assist that booty. Alleged, alleged, alleged. Okay? So how can you be a scholar and a teacher and you want to help the community, but you ready to knock down these single mamas? You ready to knock down these single mamas when they're reaching out for help? They're reaching out for help for their children, but you ready to knock them down. Alleged, alleged, alleged. So we gonna let Siobhan Stone come in here, the throat goat. We gonna let her come in here and explain this foolery herself. Shout out to Tasha K for always having amazing content. Thank you to everybody who is in the chat. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you feel the content. And if you don't feel the content, baby, keep scrolling. You can scroll up, honey. Okay? Also, while you here, be respectful. Clean your feet. Okay? Clean your feet, baby. Be respectful. All right? Clean your feet mean hit that like button. Okay? That's what we talking about. Now, the first foolery of the day. Okay? Let's get in here. The first foolery of the day. Shout out to Tasha K. So we going straight into it. Okay? Here we go.
The status, he said you the throat goat.
That's true.
Bitch, what my
I'm playing.
We are the queens, we are the gods, but yet he's consistently sleeping with black women, unprotected, not marrying them, not taking care of the babies that he makes, but yet protect the black queen.
And he's our biggest predator.
How did you and Dr. Umar meet?
I reached out to him because I saw him on the Breakfast Club. I think he had that damn picnic basket jacket on or whatever. I told him that I was having issues with my son. He basically gave me a generic response. I hit him up again when my son started acting out again, and I was a little bit more in depth. I sent a picture of the family, basically like, here's everything, what's going on, here's my family, this is my son that introduced me to your work. He has autism, and he's 6'2" right now, so he's 16 and he's doing his thing, but at the time he was 14, so he was awkwardly tall for his age. He wouldn't talk to anybody. He didn't want to talk about, so I'm like, you can't just be acting out like that. You got to talk to somebody. I thought maybe Dr. Umar would be able to get somewhere with him, so I reached out. In October, he hit me back and he was like, hey, can you set up an event for me to come to Kansas City, because that's where I'm from. I was like, okay.
Out of the blue, after he gave you a generic response, he hit you up and said, can you set up an event for him?
Yep, and that's his personality going forward. That was a red flag right there. Like, you couldn't offer me any kind of assistance for what I asked you for, even direct me to somebody in my area or just give me something. It was a free event.
So how does he make money from the events then if it was free?
People pass him money, hand in hand.
Oh, we finna get into it today. Oh, we finna get into it.
I'm gonna let everything go.
That was the first time that you guys had met in person?
Yes. We drove up to Nebraska. We got him. We picked him up. This is the first time I met him. My first impression was, okay, this is a fairly large man. I didn't feel no type of way. I let my son drive and he sit in the passenger side. I was just basically there to kind of oversee because I don't know this dude. He sent a text and asked us to come up and pick him up. And we were like, no problem. We can do that. It's not that
far. You up from the airport?
No, from Nebraska. So I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. He wanted us to go up to Nebraska and pick him up.
How far was your drive?
Like a 2.5-hour drive.
You've been dusty already. At 5 minutes into the interview, we're giving broken Dusty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby, it got worse. When we were coming back, we stopped at a gas station. But he was like holding up the whole damn gas station, just standing there ordering things that were like behind the counter. Like he was getting shots, he was getting pocket knives, blowtorch, like whatever was behind the counter that he wanted. And we're just getting gas. We're just gassing up so we can get back.
He didn't make y'all pay for it, did he?
No. He paid for it. He paid for it. We got the gas. He didn't even chip in on the gas, but that was another situation.
Not down.
We're just going on with, we're not even thinking because we're not like those type of people. So
hey, this is Chad at Van Law Group.
Shout out to Tasha K for always having amazing content. We got like 4 more clips, okay, that we gonna go into. So now I'm going to share something with you. Let's be clear that Siobhan Stone is a Pukesha and a Rakeisha. Let's be clear, okay? Because you don't know this man from Adam, okay? You don't know him from Adam. You drove to go pick this man up. You don't know nothing about this man. You just know you saw him on the Breakfast Club. That's it. You don't know anything about this man, but you and your son took a 2-hour drive to go pick up this man, okay? Another thing too, your son is having behavior issues, okay, because of ADHD. This is what you said, right? Okay. Where's his daddy? Where's his daddy? The owner's manual is needed. Where's his daddy? The thing is that irks my nerve about the women in our culture. We swear we can raise these boys alone without their father. We swear we could do it. Then when they become a teenager and they become a monster in your house, now that's when you want to call the daddy. When the child is supposed to have that structure from the beginning. Hey, Renee, how are you, baby? That child's supposed to have that structure from the beginning, that he has a connection with his father. So now when he gets to the teenage age, he won't be trying to disrespect you, mama, or lay hands on you, because he know his father is coming if any foolery happen. That's the thing that irked my nerve. What would possess y'all to go pick up this man, take a 2-hour drive, use your own money to fill up the tank to pick this man up, and you signed up for it? That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. So she sat up there and was like, yeah, I'm gonna expose him. You exposing yourself. Some of y'all get in here, I'm gonna expose him. You exposing yourself. So you telling me that this man, you went and picked this man up 2 hours out your way, okay? And then you eventually, the throat goat, you eventually slobbed him down, slobbed his shingle stick, as what he said. And you smiling and everything, coming to social media, embarrassing your husband. No, I'm sorry. I said husband. Embarrassing yourself. That's why you ain't got no husband. Embarrassing yourself on social media. Take heed is all for sucking the shingle stick. I'm all for it. Okay? Yeah. A woman should suck on her husband shingle stick. I don't have no problem with the wife doing it. Okay? But you sitting up here sucking on this man's shingle stick and you don't even know him. You don't even know him. You brought your son to take you to a stranger for a 2-hour drive and then a 2-hour drive back. Baby. Where they do that at Sway? Where they do that at Sway? See, if you gonna come and expose somebody, you got to take accountability too, baby. You got to take accountability too. Because how dare you think that, oh, you come to social media, you gonna expose them? Yeah, that's fine. We all want to know. We all want to know, but we also looking at you two-sided. Like, why is you so happy he called you Siobhan Stone, the throat goat? Mm. Hashtag shame, Mrs. She said. Baby, only how I could be so proud is if my husband came to social media and he was like, my wife get good head. You know what I'm saying? My wife is a throat goat. I would be proud if my husband said that. But this is a stranger. This is a stranger. This is a stranger. You don't even know him. You don't even know this man. Okay? He said you was slobbing on his shingle stick. You don't even know him. You don't know him. You took a drive to go pick up this man who you saw on the Breakfast Club. You don't know him from Adam. You went and picked him up. How foolish is that with your son? A 2-hour drive, a stranger. I always laugh when women get in here and they call men predators. But the uncomfortable truth is that, and I know some of y'all don't want to hear it, but women are the biggest predators. We are. Why would you think it makes sense for you to go and picked this man up. You don't know him from Adam. You probably just talked to him on the phone. That's it. You don't know if he was crazy. You don't know if he had a peace be still. Could have welcomed you and your son into the place where he was at and took y'all out and then went out and took the car. You don't even know any of that. You just went up there to see this strange man. You only saw him on the Breakfast Club and you thought it made sense to go take a 2-hour drive with this man. Man, I want to say some words, but I'm in the beginning of this live, so let me calm down. Next foolery of the day. Here's the next one.
Umar in bed. Umar in bed. So he's packing. He's got a little bit of length. He got a lot of girth. He's a chubby. He doesn't have the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? There's not that rhythm. He said he can't dance. I believe him. Like there's no rhythm. It's just straight. If you want to do some circle winds or whatever, everything, all that shit gotta come from you. He's not charismatic. He's not like foreplay. He's really basically sitting there like a bump on the log waiting for you to turn it up. I had to control everything.
Okay. All right. Back on track.
Hey, this is Chad at Van Horn Law Group again.
Let's do it one more time because the commercial came in. Y'all heard that, right? Let's do it one more time. Here we go.
What's Umar in bed?
Umar in bed. So he's packing. He's got a little bit of length. He got a lot of girth. He's a chubby. He doesn't have the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? There's not that rhythm. He said he can't dance. I believe him. Like there's no rhythm. It's just straight. If you want to do some circle winds or whatever, everything, all that shit gotta come from you. He's not charismatic. He's not like foreplay. He's really basically sitting there like a bump on the log waiting for you to turn it up. I had to control everything.
Okay. All right. Back on track.
Hey, this is Chad.
But you don't know this man from Adam and you screwed him. My sister, you still look crazy. You screwed this man and you don't know him from Adam. Now you getting in here talking about he's a chubby, you baby, please now. Please, that's the only thing that make me mad about big girls. And I'm a big girl myself. How dare you get in here and call somebody a chubby? And if somebody get in here and call you a chubby, you gonna have a whole attack. Attack of the walruses. You gonna have a whole attack going on here. Let somebody call a big girl chubby. Y'all gonna be so mad. Even if he just got out there and said she fat. Men will get up there and try to shine up fat. They'll try to shine up fat so fast. These brothers get in here and try to shine up fat so fast. They'll be like, oh, she's curvy. You know, they'll shine up fat so fast. She's curvy. She's a plus size sister. Shout out to the brothers who do that. But you know what? I'm going to share something with y'all. Let a woman describe you. She going to get in here and say she fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Let me get it again. She going to get in here and say, oh, he fat. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get in there and say, oh, he look like this, he look like that. But men will get in there and put some respect on fat girls. They're quick, she thick, like Steven said. Hey, Steven, what's up, baby? She thick, she got some hips. You know what I'm saying? She thick in the hips. They'll get in here and say. They'll put some respect on it. Okay? Put some respect on it. But you sitting up there calling this man a chubby man, but yet you let him hit it, did you? Didn't you? You let him hit it though, right? I'm just saying, when we come in here and we want to expose these men, you get exposed too, sis. You get exposed too. Coco, how are you? Detroit, how are you? Okay? You get exposed too. You let him hit it. Okay. You say, oh, he's a chubby boy. He ain't got no rhythm. He said he can't dance. Now I understand he can't dance. Okay. All right, no problem. But you screwed him more than one time. But let's let her continue to cook because she got something else to say. Here we go. Here's the next one.
How many times were you guys together sexually?
Maybe about 4 or 5 times, but we were having sex multiple times within those times. Like he would come over and we would have sex like 3 times in that day.
So him talking about always
I ain't had sex in 4 years, Tasha.
I'm just saying because the way he's making it seem like you don't take care of yourself, you're not clean, you're this, but for him to keep coming back and then allow you into his home with his family, that says a lot. So
don't listen to nothing he's talking about because I have all the facts. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's lying. Umar is known to lie. Jermaine
I know.
is a liar.
You're out there in June. It was sexual. You guys had sex.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with the condom, but everything else, no. So he gave you head. You gave him head without condoms.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Okay, now let me share something with y'all. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because some of y'all like to get in here and lie. Let's be clear. So she told Tasha that, okay, I gave him head, he gave me head, and then we turned around and we used condoms. Okay? She said, I gave him head, he gave me head, and then we turned around and used condoms. Do that story sound right? Does that story sound right, y'all? What did you need the condoms for? If you got anything, you already got it by y'all, going down on each other. You understand? That doesn't even make sense. So, oh yeah, we use protection. This is some crazy shit. So now you hear her talk about how Dr. Umar Jermaine is lying, okay? Don't get me wrong. I believe he's lying. I believe he's lying. Because there's no way that a woman is slobbing on your shangle stick and you not swim in that pussy. There's no way. There's no way. No, Steven, she too old. Ain't no way she getting pregnant. She too old. I know you saw the picture. Ain't no way she getting pregnant. She too old. Now, okay, the uncomfortable truth is that when you look at this whole situation, she's in there. She in there talking about, oh, he's this, he's that, he's a liar, don't believe him and all these things, but yet you still screwed him and you believe what he was telling you. Don't believe him, but you believe what he was telling you. You even took time out your day to go pick this man up with your son for 2.5-hour drive. You don't know this man from Adam, yet you still went. Mama, you look like Boo Boo the Fool. I'd have never came to social media with this foolery. You look like Boo Boo the Fool. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. I know we want to get in here. We want to expose Umar too. I'm not against that. But when you come in here and you want to expose somebody, make sure all your ducks is in a row. Because for you to go and sleep with this man and you don't have a relationship with him, and you say he promised you marriage and all these things like that, alleged, he promised you marriage, right? I want y'all ladies to understand something. In the time when you are in the bedroom with a man, okay, and he beating down your door, you know what I'm talking about, right? Everything he says is going to be yes. He is going to promise you the world because he's swimming in that vajayjay. He's going to promise you the world. Understand that. Only men who are married that promise their wife heaven and earth in the bedroom is the only ones that have to keep their promise. They're the only ones that have to keep their promise. Why do they have to keep their promise? Because you belong to him. You belong to him. So whatever he promised you in the bedroom, he got to do it. But when you don't belong to this man and you just giving him pussy, let's be clear, because that's what you did. You just was giving him pussy. He's not obligated to keep any promise he said to you. Some of y'all, my sisters, y'all miss that. Y'all miss that. Why would you go sleep with this man? And you said you was reaching out to him for help for your son because he had ADHD. When you could have just took this boy to a therapist. When you could have just found out what's this boy niche. Okay? What type of niche he got. Maybe he good with his hands. Maybe he like to paint. Maybe he like to draw. All this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he likes to build things. Maybe he likes to carpenter work or something. You could have found his niche. When you help children and they have ADHD, if you can help your child find what they love so much, you can control that ADHD without medication. You can. I'm speaking from experience. Instead of you drugging your babies up, this is what they always do to us. Want to give you medication and drug those boys up real fast, so those boys can be sitting on the edge of the chair all day looking at you and looking at the TV and not saying nothing. And when you walk up to him and ask him, baby, is you okay? And he say, yeah, I'm okay. He just still staring at the TV. When you get them their niche and you find out what they like, that ADHD can be curved. It can be curved. Get them something that they love to do. Anyway, I know I'm talking over some of y'all heads. Let's continue. Here's the next foolery of the day, okay? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Here's the next one. Here we go.
Spent the whole day together.
Okay.
He wanted to go to dinner. I declined. I never wanted to be out in public with Umar.
Oh.
Yeah, never wanted to go. He like when
So
I saw
he
him.
was there for a good time, not a long time, according to you, ladies.
Yeah. So it wasn't that type of party. That's not somebody you take home to mama. He's a tool. So I used the tool. I was really curious on after the first time. Let me tell you what happened.
Let's say you're in.
I love when a lot of y'all women, I know that was short. Because Tasha is cutting up this interview. So shout out to Tasha, okay? Fair use, fair use. Let's hear it one more time because a lot of y'all women think just like this. Here we go.
Spent the whole day together.
Okay.
He wanted to go to dinner. I declined. I never wanted to be out in public with Umar.
Oh.
Yeah, never wanted to go. He like when
So
I saw him.
he was there for a good time, not a long time, according to you, ladies.
Yeah. So it wasn't that type of party. That's not somebody you take home to mama. He's a tool. So I used the tool. I was really curious on after the first time. Let me tell you what happened.
Let's say.
Now, Renee done put it already in here. Okay? Renee, she said he was a tool, Renee. That's what she said. He was a tool, Renee. Renee, did you hear that? She said he was a tool. Renee, do you believe he was a tool? Do you believe he was a tool, Renee? Oh my God. Do you believe he was a tool? Urel, I see you for the $10 super chat, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Cash App, honey. I just saw it right now. Do you believe he was a tool, Renee? Baby. She said he was a tool. Urel, hey baby, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. So now, this is the thing that always make me laugh. This is the thing that always make me laugh. That a lot of y'all women get in here and say, okay? Now, mind you, I have said this before. The tool belongs to you if you are the wife. I said this to you. I said, wield your tool properly. When I said wield your tool properly, I mean screw your husband on a regular basis. That's what I was trying to say when I say tool. She's calling him a tool that is not her husband. Okay? Umar is not her husband. Dr. Umar is not her husband. Jermaine is not her husband. And she talking about he is a tool. Baby, but you gave away the pussy. So who is the tool? Who is the tool now? Who is the tool? You understand? Who is the tool? Who is the tool? If you gave away the pussy, who is the tool? This is the thing that irked my nerve about a lot of y'all women who get in here and be trying to act like men. Y'all think y'all doing something when you're trying to be like men. When men can do a bust down of a few women and then y'all try to do the same thing and try to bust down men. And at the end of the day, a man can be labeled a hoe. He can be labeled a hoe too. They can call him a hoe. But at the end of the day, he gonna still be a man. He gonna still be a man at the end of the day. But when a woman is labeled a hoe, at the end of the day, she gonna be what? She gonna still be a hoe. She gonna still be a hoe. You came on social media to tell us that this man was a tool. But yet you spread your legs full ego, okay? Full, oh my God, okay? Flying from the chandelier and dropped on his shingle stick. So who is the fool? Who is the fool, baby? You came to social media to expose this man. Good morning, Growing. You came to social media to expose this man. But you expose yourself. Look how old you are up there talking about how you screwed this man. This man ain't even your husband. Take Heed is the first to talk about, sleeping with your husband. I'm the first to say something like that. I'm the first to tell y'all, get in here, screw your husband on a regular basis, slob on his shingle stick. I'm quick to tell you to do all that. Because as a wife, you should want to make love to your husband. Even when you're tired. I saw somebody put that in the chat. What if you're tired? Even when you're tired. Even when you're tired. Yes, I said it. Even when you got a headache. Because some of y'all use that too. Because your body no longer belongs to you and his body no longer belongs to him. You and him are one. So when something creep up on him late in the midnight hour, you supposed to help him get that creep, that little, whatever creep up on him, you supposed to calm that creep down. You supposed to calm it down. Deborah said, if you don't, someone else will. Go ahead, Deborah. Tell it now. Tell it now. You know what a lot of men on social media say? They say men who are married are the least. They are like the last one to get but JJ. They like the last one to get but JJ. The men that are married. Okay? This is what they got going on social media, that all these content creators come to social media and they say, Men who are married get the less but JJ. They don't get no type of punani from their wife because the wife got them on lock. Put this man on ice. Some of y'all put your men on ice and it don't make sense. Good morning, Ricky. How are you? Amazing show last night. My brother, you always bringing in that fire. Guys, if you get time, please like and subscribe to Ricky Williams on YouTube and also, okay, on YouTube and also IG. Get in there and like and subscribe to that brother channel. And while you there, tell him, take heed, sent me, baby. Okay? That's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of women that are, you married, you want to know why your husband cheat? It's because you don't take time to tend to him. You don't take time to tend to him. My sisters, I'm going to share something with you, and I know that this is nasty. I want us to be clear about something. Yahweh made you to multitask. That's why you can do things faster than your husband. Your husband is designed to go out, work, make the money, take care of the home. That's what he's designed to do. Your husband is the worker ant. Let's be clear. That's what he is. But you were designed to multitask. You are designed to do so many things, my dear. You are designed to do so many things, and I need you to tap in to this. You are designed to multitask in so many ways. And when you get drained, what does Take Heed tell you? Go lay on your husband. Because you are the tree in that family. You are the tree in that family. You feed the children and you feed the husband. And when it's time that you feel your body is drained, you go lay on your husband and get that affection, get that love, bring all that you have put in your husband. All that spiritual healing that you have put in your husband. All the words of affirmation that you have put into your husband. It's time for you to get it from him. It's time for you to get it from him. And I'm going to share something with you. Take Heed is not an average content creator. I will get in here and tell you, go get that healing, honey. Go get that healing. Ain't nothing like communing with your husband in the bedroom. Ain't nothing like communing with your husband in the bedroom. That's y'all link. That is your link. Stop letting these women and these old biddies tell you nonsense from back in the day when you get mad with your husband. Stop screwing him. You get mad with him, put him on ice. No, Take Heed gonna tell you screw him when you mad. It's good when you mad. Take Heed gonna tell you screw him when you mad. You get all that aggression out. You get it all out, honey, because you think you're doing something. Take Heed not gonna tell you, oh no, don't do nothing to him. Listen to me. Somebody else gonna do it. Somebody else gonna do it. Get all that aggression out. I tell y'all, when you're mad with your husband, get on him like you riding a horse. Okay? Get on him like you riding a horse. You'll get all that anger out. By the time you finished, okay, you ready to cook dinner. You walking around the house, singing Papa Smurf song and everything. You just excited. Okay? Let's understand that. And now we can talk about the issue. We can work on the issue. Stop being mad all day with this man. Some of y'all get mad with your husband for stupid shit. Like, oh, he didn't pick up his socks on the floor. Oh, he dropped his work bag. Oh, he didn't take out the garbage on time. Some of y'all get mad with him for stupid shit. So I know we jumped off topic because I saw that in the comment section. But let's go back to Miss Goat Throat. Okay, Siobhan Stone. Okay, now Siobhan came and revealed all this to social media. Okay, she revealed all this to us on social media. Nobody asked her for this foolery. Ain't nobody asked her for this nonsense. But she came and revealed this stuff to us about Jermaine. Okay, Dr. Umar, legal name, she calling him Jermaine. Okay, she came and revealed all this nonsense to us. But baby, you look like the hoe. You came and exposed him, but you look like the hoe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Green Beans, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm just saying. You look like Boo Boo the Fool telling us. And I know your son is embarrassed because he grown now. And you come on social media and your son got friends and they talk about, oh, your mom is called the throat goat. That's embarrassing for a boy to have to experience something like that. And if he's a man now, that's embarrassing for him to have to experience something like that. See, I know Take Heat get up here and talk her shit, but if anybody say something to my son, I can't say my son, our son, okay? If anybody say something like that to our son, okay, let's be clear. Our son gonna say, but she did it with my daddy. My daddy. How many of y'all know your daddy? How many of y'all know your daddy? My mama messing with my daddy. They been together 18 years. Siobhan, the throat goat. You thought you was saying something. You thought you was saying something. Ricky, I'm going to check right now. I appreciate you, sir. I'm going to check right now. Thank you so much for the donation, sir. Thank you. For the $10 donation. Thank you so much, Ricky. I greatly appreciate that. So while we at it, we going to go straight to acknowledging the super chats. I greatly appreciate that, Yarel and Ricky. Thank you so much for hitting my Cash App up. I greatly appreciate that. So let me see what we got. Let me get in here and get something good for y'all. We going to clown a little bit. We going to clown a little bit, okay? Now, this is from Little Duval, okay? He had did a skit, and this thing was so funny, but it looked like it was like in the 90s when he did this, okay? Fair use, fair use. Listen to Little Duval. Check this out. All right now.
Girl, I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order. Step into you this way. See, I've been buying you drinks for a while. But I just gotta let you know that, bitch, you mine. So you need to give me your name, and I'll leave you my number.
Oh my God.
Call a nigga today. As a matter of fact, you just give me yours too.
Oh my God.
And bitch, I call you. It's better than you, bitch. Cause who you think you just misled is boo-boo written on my forehead. I done bought them drinks. Bitch, you is my girlfriend.
Shout out to Lil Duval. That is so hilarious. That is for you, Urel. Thank you, baby. I greatly appreciate it. Sandra Harris, I'm coming back to your comment. I see you. How are you, my dear? It's good to see you. Thank you. We're going to have a little conversation about your comment. Give me 1 minute, okay? Ricky, how are you, sir? I got something for you, okay? I got something for you. I greatly appreciate you taking time. And here we go right here. This was funny. I clipped this last night. Skinny, what's up, baby? Here we go.
A lot of Jamaican ladies taking care of little white kids. I'm like, that's a bad plan. That's going to backfire. The mom's going to come home one day, Johnny, eat your broccoli. Man, I want this blood clot broccoli. No I want the beef pie pants of red stripe. Johnny, I'm gonna get your father. Me not scared, that white boy. I see a lot of Jamaican ladies taking care of little.
Shout out to Ricky Williams for the $10 super chat. Shout out to Urel for the $10 super chat as well through Cash App. Thank you so much to both of y'all. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get in here. So, Sandra Harris says, you the type of woman believe because you do all that shit. You think you safe. Not really, honey. Be watchful. Now, I'm going to share something with you. I love Sandra. She the type of woman that let's get in here because let's get in here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay. I love women like Sandra. I love women like Sandra because you want to know what happens? Sandra ran into men that ain't shit men. Now, why you think Sandra ran into ain't shit men? Why do you think, y'all? Boys and girls that's in the chat, what do Takey always say? When a woman runs into ain't shit men, what does that make her? What does that make her? If you run into ain't shit men, what does that make you? That make you an ain't shit woman. That's what that make you, an ain't shit woman. Takey is not mad with you. Take heed ran into men who was Pookie and Rere. What that mean? Take heed was a Pookisha and a Rakeisha. Okay? When we get in here and we call our baby fathers ain't shit men, right? That mean you an ain't shit woman. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I ain't trying to throw no smoke at you, Sandra, because I see you came into my chat. But I'm just letting you know is that if you want to get in here and say, oh, you could do all that and the man will do all this to you, let me share something with you. A man that has a king mindset. A man that has a king mindset. And I ain't say he was rich. I'm not talking about he rich when I say king mindset. I mean a man who get in there and he understand his responsibilities. I mean a man who get in there and he knows that he needs his family. That's what we talking about. We not talking about a man who ready to have community dick and swinging it everywhere and then somebody married him. We not talking about that type of man. We talking about a man with a king mindset. That he's about his family, he's about his business, he ain't about the streets. That's who we talking about. So my sisters, if you have a husband, and you know when you have a good husband. If you have a husband and ain't about those streets, that he got a king mindset and he about family, take heed gonna tell you fuck him. Take heed gonna tell you fuck him on a daily basis. Screw that man, because let me share something with you. Screw that man and respect him. Respect him first, because men love when you respect them first. Respect him first, because let me share something with you. Baby is one of these hyenas ready to take your spot. Is one of these hyenas ready to take your spot. Okay? Screw him. Now let me share something with you. Let Take Heed tell the truth. I want to be transparent with you. Okay? Let me be clear. As old as Take Heed is, I get it in at least. I try to do 4 times. Okay? When we get in here doing our sessions, me and my king, I try to do it 4 times a week. Sometimes I get in 5. I can rock 5. Sometimes it'll be 2 times. Okay? So when I say deli, I'm telling y'all, for y'all younger ones, get in here, screw your husband. Okay? Because when I was younger, I was mountain mine. Okay? I was mountain mine. But I'm telling y'all, get in here and have that sexual healing. You need that. You need that between you two. A lot of people say it doesn't strengthen the marriage. That's a lie. It strengthens the marriage. It does. It makes things trickle down easy in your marriage. I didn't say it was going to be perfect, but it makes things trickle down easy. See, you always have older women or women who are broken get in here and say, oh, you could do all that and he'll still cheat. You could do all that and he'll still cheat. Let me share something with you. When a man know that he got something good at home, that respects him, that he ain't got to fight you to spread those legs like the Red Sea, he's going home. He's going home. My sisters, I want you to take time and look at your husband when he pull into the driveway. This how you know if your husband happy or not. When your husband pull into the driveway, let's understand this. When your husband pull into the driveway, and if he's sitting in his car for a minute, he holding it down in the car for a minute, he got his head down and this and that, he's trying to get ready for the war that you about to give him when he enter the house. But if this man jump out his car, once he pull in, the driveway lights come on and he jump out his car, that man is happy to come home to see you. That man is happy to come home to see you. My sisters, there are a lot of men who, when they go home, they got to go into a war zone when they go home. Mind you, the weight of the world done already beat this man up while he been out all day. And now he got to come home and deal with you. That's not what's supposed to happen. That's not what's supposed to happen. When he get home, you supposed to be able to encounter him, baby. How are you? Let me get your stuff. How was your day? And when you ask him how was his day, listen. Listen, it's not the time for you to sit there and tell him how your day was with the kids. Just wait a minute. Let him vent first. Let him vent first. Most men don't even vent anyway because they scared that y'all gonna be saying, oh, he mansplaining. Most men don't even tell you how their day is because we don't respond properly when we tell him. You know what I'm saying? We don't respond properly when he tells us how his day went. So most men, they don't even tell you how their day went. Nah, babe, it was good. It was good. And this is when you need to be his peace. You need to be his peace. You know what I laugh about now, being married 18 years? Me and my king can have a disagreement. It only lasts about maybe 4 minutes. I can count it now. Back in the day, I couldn't count it. We'd be mad all day. You know what I'm saying? All day we'd be mad, looking at each other, upset, hang the phone on each other. If he at work, I'm at work, hang the phone up on each other and stuff like that. You know, that kitty shit. And now I can count on my finger how long it take for us to get back to normal. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and we laugh about it because we know that the argument gonna end anyway. But we have to do a little shakara, you know, to keep everything like, you know, some good. We have to do a little shakara. Stop letting these, my sisters, stop letting these women fool you that all men are bad. All men are evil. Stop letting these women fool you. These be the women who can't even find a good man because there's something wrong with them. Because there's something wrong with them. So every man they meet be ain't shit men because there's something wrong with them. Take heed went through this too back in the day before I met my husband. When I didn't know something was wrong with me. There are a lot of women that's walking around here because, oh no, I got a PhD. I got my own business. I'm a boss chick. They think nothing wrong with them. Every man they meet is always the men. Ain't nothing wrong with them. But I want to share something with you, my sisters. If every man you meet and it always end out the same way, that means something wrong with you. Okay? That means there's something wrong with you. If every man you dated and it all ends out badly, that means something wrong with you. That means you need to go and do some cleansing. That means you need to go and get some healing. Come on, Coco. Come on, Coco. Get healing. That's right. You need to go and get some healing. You see how Dr. Cheyenne is on social media. Shout out to Dr. Cheyenne. You see how she on social media and she talking about how her man of 5 years that he need to go and get some restructuring. Okay, that's why they not together. The uncomfortable truth is that she need to go get some restructuring. That's the uncomfortable truth. She needs to go get some restructuring. You had what? 4 men proposed to you. 4 men. That's what she was bragging about. 4 men had proposed to her. You 42 years old. You not ready to settle down at all? That sound crazy. That sound crazy, but it's always the pretty girl rock that get out here and give y'all that false ideology. Y'all always have that pretty girl rock get out here and give y'all that false ideology. Average looking women, y'all always believe this foolery that pretty girl rock tell you. She said that I remember her being on somebody podcast and she said just like this. She said, if a man want access to your body, she said you need to have access to all his cell phones, his bank account, I think she said his computer, all this stuff. That's stupid. That is straight up stupid. When women won't even give you access to shit that they got, okay? You should first get to know a man before you even let him have access to your body. But we quick to spread those legs full eagle, okay? We quick to spread those legs like the Red Sea without even getting to know the man. And what y'all call it was a mistake. You met somebody in a club and you jumped on him and y'all was screwing all night. You didn't use protection and you got pregnant. And what you say, you be 30-something years old. It was a mistake. And you always use, I was drunk. And the thing is that I was drunk. That spirit only give you liquid courage. It doesn't put you out of your senses when you don't know what you're doing. Do you understand? It doesn't put you out of your senses where you don't know what you're doing. But y'all use that all the time. When you wind up screwing your best friend that is a male, and you got a husband or a boyfriend, you wind up saying, oh no, it was because I was drunk. That's the excuse you use. But actually, the spirit only give you liquid courage to conquer your desire, to get to what you really want to do. So when you end up in a bed with your so-called best friend, when you end up in a bed with your husband father, when you end up in the bed with your husband best friend, when you end up in the bed with your husband cousin, when you end up in the bed with your husband brother, you just had the mind to want to screw them before. You had the desire to want to screw them before. So don't get in here and say I was drunk. The thing is that we get in here and we want to blame men for a lot of things, but it's your decision, baby. It's you. It's your decision. You give access to the BJJ. And I know today this conversation is hitting home. It's hitting home. A lot of people getting upset. I got a lot of trolls in here. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you the one that controls the BJJ. You allow whoever you want to swim in your honey pot. You make the decision. Hey Brittany, how are you? Official, how you doing? That's the uncomfortable truth. You chose this. But we're quick to say, oh no, he did this and he did that and he made me believe. Just like Siobhan Stone, he made me believe we was going to be married. We was going to be in a relationship first. We was in a relationship. We was going to get married. And Dr. Umar, this is my thing. I got a problem with you, sir. This is my thing. How can you say this woman access the bank account of that school and access the bank account of your personal information? How do you have these things laying out in the public, and not laying out in the public, but just laying around your house, that she's able to find your account information? This is a lie right here. You just trying to be able to tell your followers that you done spent that money, and you gonna lie on this woman and say she stole the money. That's the thing that irks my nerve, because you have swindled the melanated community when it came to that school. 20 years, that school's still not built. That school's still not built. And when people talk about it, y'all quick to say, oh, why you gotta bash the brother? Why you trying to bash the melanated brother? You wrong, sister. No, because I'm telling the truth, I'm wrong. Because I'm telling the truth, I'm wrong. And this is why a lot of melanated people never want to donate to a cause, because we always want to see the good in people and then find out that they the devil incarnate. If you was really serious about that school, you would have went to the mayor. You would have went to the board. You understand? You would have even went to the governor. You would have talked about this school if you were serious. You would have got help. The government, this is one thing I gotta say. If you want to fix up the community, you want to do a business, you want to do something that like a center and stuff like that, talk to the mayor. Get a petition going. Get people to sign a petition that they need the school open. That they want a school where boys can learn. You know what I'm saying? Get some money flowing into that school. No. You talking about I'm getting handouts from the melanated community. Where that money go, Sway? Where that money go, Sway? You've been telling me you holding on that money for 20 years now. You've been holding on to that money. Not when you told the woman last week that, oh, she gave you 10. She gave you her hard-earned money. I always hate content creators when they do this shit. She gave you her hard-earned money, $10. You're going to tell her next time, sis, make it 20. What kind of nonsense? What kind of nonsense? Instead of you saying thank you, somebody take heed, $2, $1. Thank you. I appreciate you. Because I know you didn't have to go in your pockets, but you took time to go in your pockets. Take heed ain't gonna never say no nonsense like that. That is some foolishness. Somebody took time to donate to you, and you tell them, sis, next time make it 20. Growing, you already know he pimping. You already know he pimping, baby. Please, I don't have time. Yes, Brittany said the audacity. It's the audacity for me, baby. Oh my God. The uncomfortable truth is that him, Dr. Umar, Dr. Cheyenne, they took these titles, okay? They took these titles of doctor to humiliate the black community, to deceive the black community. You understand? And then get in here and trying to teach you something, but they're not doing the work. Umar talks about family so much, but he's not doing the work with his daughters. He's not doing the work with his children. His daughter walking around here like she crazy at 21 years old. He's not doing the work. He telling y'all black men don't be around here just laying around with women and not making commitments to them. But what did he do? He did the same thing. Dr. Cheyenne is telling you all this foolery about how to treat men, but she been spinning the block for 5 years. How are you going to tell me how to deal with men and you can't even deal with something that's 5 years you've been spinning the block? Yes, Houseway. You've been spinning a block for 5 years. And if it wasn't for Paul Pierce, shout out to Paul Pierce. If it wasn't for Paul talking about it and asking you some questions, none of us would have known this foolery. None of us would have known this. Okay? Skinny said consciousness over coochie. That does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. How are you call yourself trying to teach in our community and you doing dumb shit? That's like Take Heed coming up here telling all y'all, don't be out here hoeing. Don't be out here cheating on your husband. And then Take Heed out here hoeing and cheating on her husband. But I'm coming in social media telling y'all, don't be out here hoeing. Somebody exposed me and shit. Oh no, Take Heed out here cheating on her husband, this and that. Take Heed out here home with this and that. Yeah, but I'm out here telling y'all don't be doing it. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Take Heed will always say, I promote you being a hoe. I promote you being a hoe. I do. I promote married women being hoes. Yes, I do. But who do I promote you being a hoe with? I promote you being a hoe. Yes, I do. Now, she said to our husbands, can I get an amen? Can I get an amen to that? Yes. Take Heed promote you being a hoe, but to your husband. To your husband. All the things that you fantasize in your mind, do it to your husband. Make sure you lock that door though first. Make sure you lock that door. Lock that door first so the kids don't get in the room. Okay? You don't want them to have any bad flashbacks or anything like that. Lock that door. Make sure that door is locked. If you can put something in front of the door, put something in front of the door so the child can't just bust in. Okay? Take Heed promote you being a hoe, but with your husband. Do all the things you want to do, freaky and everything that you thought about, do it with your husband. The marital bed will never be defiled. That's what the Bible say. So when the pastor get in here and say, oh, you ain't supposed to suck your husband dick, Tell her the devil is a liar. Tell her the devil is a liar. Because the marital bed will never be defiled. Tell her the devil is a liar. You hear me? Y'all better stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Now, we gonna get on to something else. Okay? Now, Lola, I hope I'm saying your name right. Now, Lola, now, come on now. We got to do is, now listen, Lola. I hope I'm saying your name right, baby. Now, we already know that that's coming into play now. We already know that's coming into play. Of course, of course. Okay, we already know that's coming into play. We gonna please each other in here. That's how it's supposed to be. He can't walk around and tell you nonsense and I'm not doing it. Oh, I'm mistreating my husband, but I'm telling you to treat your husband good. That sound crazy. I tell you, don't embarrass your husband when y'all going outside or even in the house. I tell you, don't embarrass him. But somebody saw Take Heed cursing her husband out in Walmart. God forbid. God forbid, bad thing. You can't get in here and teach me if you doing fuck shit. That's the uncomfortable truth. You can't teach me nothing if you doing fuck shit. And the thing is, Corey Holcomb, okay? I hope I'm saying his name right. Corey Holcomb came in here and was like, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake. And all the stuff this brother been saying has been coming to pass. All the stuff this brother been saying has been coming to pass. Growing said, lead by example. And we could never forget the Godfather. Never forget the Godfather. Because there's so many things that Kevin Samuels has said on these social media streets about all these women who boss chicks. All that stuff is coming to pass. That stuff is crazy, honey. All I could do is sit and watch. It's funny. It's funny. Let me share something with y'all. I ran into this content yesterday. Okay? I ran into this content yesterday. And I thought that this was hilarious. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. Okay? Now, I want y'all to hear this woman. And y'all tell me if you like what she said or not. Check this out. Put a 1 in the chat if you like what she said. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't like what she said. Okay? Check this out.
Created religion because they were jealous that women created life. So they had to make up an all-seeing, all-knowing, all-powerful sky daddy to make them feel better about their inadequacies. They then went on to create an absolutely ridiculous story that women came from a man's rib. Which we all know is absolutely ridiculous. Everyone that has ever been or ever will be has come through the womb of a woman. And no amount of sky daddy stories will change the absolute fact that the XX chromosome is the foundation for all life. And the divine feminine has no equal opposite or superior. She only has her mutations and her creations. The Y chromosome is in fact and indeed the degenerated mutation of the X. And every fetus begins as female until it mutates into a male. And that, my friends, is facts, not male ego-driven religious fantasy. So to sum it all up, your sky daddy isn't real, God isn't a man, women didn't come from men, men are not our natural born leaders, nor are they superior to us in any way, shape, or form. And ladies, we gave birth to all this shit. Act like it.
She said we gave birth to all this shit, act like it. Okay? So we going to discuss Sister Girl right now. Good morning, Mr. He said. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And also, happy birthday once again. And I'm sorry I missed the birthday bash. I didn't get the notification. I don't know what's going on with my notifications when it comes to y'all. I don't be getting them. And I don't know, it's been like that with a lot of content creators. Cause even Ricky too, when he go live, I don't get it either. But yesterday, since I was in YouTube, I saw him live. So that's why I was able to go to his show. But thank you so much, sir, for donating to the channel like you always do. I greatly appreciate that. Mr. He said, good morning, sis, and chat. Just cash my check. Salute. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. And I want to say, guys, when y'all get time, like and subscribe to Mr. He said, also to Mrs. She said. Promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. Do you understand? Family content is nothing but fire, y'all. Get in there and like and subscribe to their channels. Okay, and while you in there, tell them take heed, shit, my baby. Okay, so now I want y'all heard what Sister Girl said. Okay, she said we better start acting like, you know, it's we did this shit. We better start acting like it. I asked y'all in the chat, if you believe what she said, put a 1. And I also asked you, if you believe she lying, put a 2. Okay? Yeah, and y'all put a 2. She said that men are not superior. And I know that this is nasty, and a lot of women believe this. A lot of women believe, okay? A lot of women believe that, oh, men can't be superior to women. They can't be. You understand? No, they can't be. Okay, let's check this out. And I know that this is nasty what I'm about to say, but let's check this out. Out of 2 of these people, one becomes vulnerable. One is vulnerable. And I know I'm saying that word wrong. I'm messing up. But one of them, let's say this, one becomes helpless. Which one do you think it is? One becomes helpless. Sometime in their life, they become helpless. Every time it happens to them, they become helpless. It's the woman. It's the woman. She becomes helpless every time she's pregnant. If someone wants to hurt a pregnant woman, they'll be able to. You can't protect yourself. You can't. You can't protect yourself. Men never see this walk. They never see this walk. You might want to say, oh, if somebody had a peace be still or something like that. Okay, yeah, a peace be still. But we talking about just raw power against raw power. You'll never see him become weak. And I'm not saying that you are nothing, my sister, because you are the incubator. But remember, he carries the seed of life. Without him, no babies get made. No babies get made without him. Nothing. See, we always get in here and we brag about everything that women can do on their own. But if we had to go back to the beginning, if we had to go back to the beginning, could y'all build all this shit that we see around here? Could y'all build all this shit that we see around here? The oil refineries, the bridges, all that stuff. Can you do it? The skyscrapers, everything like that, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you make these roads? Can you build all these cars? Can you do it? Can you build the houses? This is the thing. Give credit to when credit is due. Give credit to whom credit is due. This is the uncomfortable truth. We can't do all these things that men can do. We always want to compete with these men like you are equal. Takei has no problem saying that I'm not equal to, you know what I'm saying? That I'm not equal to my husband. I have no problem with saying it. I don't feel bad at all. There's some things that I can do that my husband can't do. There's some things he can do that I can't do. Do you know how many times I watch my husband do superhero shit and I know my big ass couldn't do it? I know my big ass couldn't do it. I watch my husband climb all the way up to the top of our roof and walk up there like shit wasn't happening in a full rainstorm. Do you understand? I watch my king climb up on the top of our roof to the top, walk on the roof in a full rainstorm, trying to fix something because he didn't want the water to get into the house. Do you understand? Takei big ass could not get her ass up there. I'm standing out there scared as shit, like, please don't let this man fall. Please don't let this. I'm calling on God, like, please don't let this man fall. I had seen my husband do superhero shit. You will not see Takei get up there and say, oh, I can do it too. You can do it. I can do it too. Takei is not doing that. Y'all crazy. We supposed to compliment one another. We supposed to compliment one another, not get in here and compete. Because women have y'all to believe that you can do everything that a man can do, and we used to say and better. You can do everything a man can do and better. This is a lie, false ideology that they've been feeding us. Because if there's a time where you become vulnerable and you can't take care of yourself, that means you are not equal to a man. Is that nasty? Did I go too far? I don't give a damn. There's a time where you can't protect yourself. But we sit in here and believe this false ideology from these other women that get up here and lie to you. There are so many women that get up here and tell you, I can raise boys into men. And I be looking at them like, how sway? How sway? I be looking at them just like that. How sway? You can raise boys into men, and you don't know what a man looks like. Why is Takei saying that? I was a single mother. I was a single mother. And I had my oldest child is a boy. I could not raise him to be a man. I could not. I could not raise him to be a man. You know what he had to do? He had to go find out manhood on his own. Take the things that he saw mama do, how she worked all the time, how I tried to maintain, and he had to take that and go out into the world and find out what a man does. And I thank God he didn't find it in prison. He found out what a man does, that he's supposed to be loyal, supposed to take care of his family, supposed to do right by his children. And that's just the icing. There's other things he had to go through on his own. When we get in here and we believe we can do all things, because the world have you believe it. And then when the child turn around to be a monster, now you looking around for the daddy. And every time these school counselors tell you your child need medication, what you do? Put them on Ritalin. Put them on Ritalin because you can't control them. And then you find out when you miss the dosage for Ritalin, the child is running around like a full demon in your house. And if the father was involved, if you had a covering, he would have told you, no, my child is not going to go on no medication. Let's get this baby some help. Let's figure out what's going on. Mr. He said, just like this, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Just like I said, just the icing, baby. He said, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Men require lots of education for a king mindset. Amen to that one, sir. You ain't lying. Brittany said, I hate that. I have seen so many kids on meds and the side effects are long and awful. You ain't lying, Brittany. The uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to say is that we do need men. We need them. You need a logic head in the household. You need someone that is going to speak truth to power. Not somebody who is going to agree with everything you do. Every foolish decision that you do. And that's a lot of these content creators on social media. That they agree with a lot of y'all sisters. And they tell you, yeah, men hate y'all. They tell y'all nonsense like that. Oh, men hate y'all. Heterosexual men, they hate y'all. They can't stand y'all. They only want to use you for what you got between your legs. And the uncomfortable truth is that men love harder than women do. Men love harder than women do. They can take a woman when she ain't got a dime in her pocket. They can take a woman when she ain't got a dime in her pocket, a pot to piss in, and a window to throw it out of. And he will bring her into his home and take care of her. And she ain't got nothing. A woman can only do it under the condition. Gotta be a condition. She can't just want to help. It has to be a condition. A woman's love comes with a condition only if you can take care of her. That love comes with a stop sign. I can't go past this line. You understand? A woman's love comes with a stop sign. When you cannot provide anymore, that stop sign go up. Oh, no, player, this way I got to drop you off here, player. I got to drop you off here. You can't take care of me. I got to drop you off here. Y'all always forget that marriage goes in seasons. Marriage goes in seasons. Skinny said, well, women do it with inmates. Now, I'm going to share something with you, Skinny. It's because they ain't going to be held accountable. A man that is in prison can't hold a woman accountable. She's able to do whatever she want to do, and he not going to rock the boat because she's sending that money up there. She's sending that food package up there. He not going to rock the boat. It'll only be when he get home that she'll get the dose of reality. The thing is that I just want us to understand, because the sister sat up here and said men use the sky daddy as, that's what she said, men use the sky daddy to hold down women, to prevent them from getting to their highest power, to manipulate women. So they use the sky daddy, that's what she believed, to manipulate women into believing that they not worth anything. Yahweh never said that his daughters wasn't worth anything. Yahweh never said that. He never said his daughters wasn't worth anything. There are many women in the Bible that were righteous, and there was some that was unrighteous. He never said that his daughters weren't anything. Y'all same ones that get in here and disrespect Yahweh and say, oh, there's no sky daddy. Y'all be the same ones that when the doctor tell you something wrong, you screaming and crying out to God and asking why. But you're the same one that said that there is no sky daddy up there. That's your words, not mine. I truthfully don't see how y'all believe that there's not a higher power, that we just was formed for no reason. I don't see how y'all believe that at all. And religion was something to hold women down. I'm going to share something with you. Religion is here to correct the behaviors of what our ancestors was doing. It is to correct the behavior. A lot of us was doing demonic stuff when we walked this earth, our ancestors. Religion played a big part in destroying and also uplifting. But now, in the melanated community, when you look on the Christian side, it look like they doing nonsense over there. It look like they full on doing nonsense over there. Stuff that Yahweh even tell you that he does not allow. We doing it. We doing it. Under the disguise of judge ye not, and ye shall not be judged, and who is without sin cast the first stone. Y'all took that Bible verse and took it out of context, and y'all lost your mind. So now we not supposed to judge at all. And Yahweh said judge righteously. Yahweh said judge righteously, but y'all get in here. Judge ye not, and ye shall not be judged, and who is without sin cast the first stone. Judging becomes a problem when you're doing it. Okay? You doing it. You see the other person doing it. And now you going to judge them about the same shit that you doing. That's the problem. Okay? That's the problem. That's when judgment is not righteous. But if you not doing it and you go and you correct your sister, that's judging righteously. Baby girl, wait a minute. The stuff you doing, it don't look right. You got to get it together, this and that. You understand? That's judging righteously. But y'all quick to go in there and throw that scripture. I love when people get in the comment section and do that. I said, no. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Because that's what we use in the melanated community to make people stop commenting and saying what is the right thing to do. There was a woman yesterday that I did a video on. She said, listen, If you don't like the man, send the baby back to Jesus. She said, if you get pregnant and you don't like the man, send the baby back to Jesus. I got in the comment section, I said, first of all, why sleep with him? Why sleep with him? You don't like him, what you sleeping with him for? Okay? Protect yourself. I can't tell you not to do it. Y'all gonna get out here and screw anyway. Protect yourself. Lenore, how are you, honey? Protect yourself. Why are you sleeping with him? You encouraging all these women to go down to the chop shop to get a deletion because they can't stand the man they slept with. Why are you sleeping with him? Like, there's no logic in that whole video. Everything went out the window. But we quick to blame men. But it's you that welcome him into that bajayjay. It's you that welcome him in to that bajayjay. Lenard, thank you, baby, for the $20 super chat. I greatly appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. It's the uncomfortable truth that aggravates me so. Mr. He said, this is for you for the $2 super chat. We're going to acknowledge the $2 super chat. Mr. He said, this is for you right here. Here we go.
Commandment says, thou shalt not commit adultery. But a lot of you hoes in here with a ring still out here fucking. And we're going to talk about it. The 7th commandment says,
that's nasty. Shout out to Mr. He said for the $2 super chat. Lenard, I got something for you. I appreciate you for the $20 super chat, okay? I got something good now. Y'all know we got to play biscuit now. We got to play biscuit. Y'all know that's my favorite one, okay? Let me get him in here. Because, Lord, I was crying so hard yesterday. That thing was funny, okay? And my husband was laughing hard. He said, you did a whole church fan, girl. I said, it was funny, honey. Let me get him. I got to bring him up to the front. I got him all the way in the back, this video. Let me see. Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to move him to the front because this is taking too long. Did I miss? Sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. Getting some technical difficulties. Getting some technical difficulties. Hold on, y'all. Did I miss him? Oh, I missed him. I think I missed him. Hold on. Yep, I missed him. Okay, here goes something good right here. Let's get in here with this one. Here we go.
Girl, for a few dollars, can I make you holler? Can I give you some extra change?
No pun intended, Lenard.
Pay a few bills.
What he said?
Baby, I just called to see if I could blow into your silky draw. Let me blow into your draw.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Let me blow into your
They gotta stop it with this music, I swear. Oh my God.
Let me smell them.
He said he wanted to smell them.
Can I see you?
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Lenard for the $20 super chat. I greatly appreciate it, sir. Listen, y'all, I know I talked my shit today, and I enjoyed talking with y'all, and it was good. But I know y'all thought we was just going to roast Dr. Umar, but we had to also roast Siobhan Stone too, because baby, you came to dog walk Umar, but my dear, you opened up your legs and gave it to him. You saying that he ain't know how to screw, but you screwed him more than one time. You said he was a chubby brother, but yet you screwed him. You kept screwing him though. So the dick had to be good. You kept screwing him, right? I'm just saying. And Tasha, I listen, shout out to Tasha K. Because I'm going to share something with you. I could not be an interviewer. I'm telling you right now. I could not been in Tasha's shoes because I would have said some shit that'll hurt her feelings. Because how dare you? Okay? How dare you come and tell me all that? First thing I would have said to her, you didn't know this man from Adam, but you went to go pick him up with your son. You didn't know if he was crazy or nothing. And then you took a 2.5-hour drive to go get this man, didn't know him from Adam, and then you brought him back 2.5 hours. He didn't pay for no gas. You didn't talk to him about gas or nothing like that. You just took it upon yourself to pay for all that stuff to bring him where you were, and you screwed this man. And then you trying to tell me, oh, I gave him head, he gave me, he went down on me, and y'all didn't use protection. That sounds stupid. That sounds stupid. You saying he ain't got no work, he a liar, this and that, but you continued to kept screwing him. You kept screwing him. You continued to kept screwing this man, but you said he ain't got no work. That he laying in the bed and he don't know how to move his body, this and that. And you know, now you believe he don't know how to dance because he don't know how to move his body. Let me share something with you for some of y'all who don't know. A man don't need to know how to dance to screw you properly. He don't. He don't. He don't need to screw you properly. Screwing is exercise. Screwing is exercise. Now, if he know how to dance, it might make it a little better because he know how to wind. Okay? So that means he know how to wind when he getting in there. Okay? But screwing is exercise. Let's be truthful. Okay? And if you got a man who loves to bench press, you got a problem. You got a problem. If you got a man who loves to bench press, you have a problem. Okay? Knocking the boots and doing the horizontal boogie is not, you don't have to know how to dance. All you got to do is know how to exercise. You in here trying to clown this man and think you gonna get points and stuff. Y'all never think about y'all children when y'all come to social media with this foolery. Club King UB, this is my husband, y'all. This is my husband right here. This is his name on social media. She thought she was dancing with a star. She thought she was, sir. She thought she was, okay? She thought she was. Steven, shout out to you for shouting my husband out, baby. Thank you. She thought she was. And yet you came to social media to disrespect this man for no reason. Telling all your business. And you got sons. And people gonna be talking about you, calling you the throat goat. And you think that makes sense. There's one thing about boys. They don't like to be embarrassed. They don't like nobody talking about their mama. And for the people in the back who, when take heed, get in here and tell you some sexual things to do to your husband, and take heed, get in here and say she do it to her husband, and y'all be like, oh, what if somebody say that to your son? My son will quickly tell them, our son will quickly tell them, my mama been married to my daddy for 18 years. She ain't out here doing it just with anybody. You didn't know this man, and yet you screwed him. Yet you screwed him. Baby, where that makes sense at? Tell me, where does that make sense at? Where does that compute? Oh my God. If I was Tasha K, I'd have read her. She would have got read. I don't care what nobody say. She would have got read because y'all be coming to social media trying to read somebody and you be looking crazy. Angry Man said, oh, she looked like Madea. She do look like Madea. He ain't lying. She looked like Madea, damn it. She do. Looking crazy. And Dr. Umar, I would have never addressed that foolishness in the first place. So what somebody said, you smashed them, whatever. I wouldn't address that mess. I would not. If you wanted to address the rumor that she said you wanted to marry her, this and that, I would address that. But I wouldn't have got up there talking about she had squid, she had lobster, she had crabs. She had every creature of the sea, excuse me. She had every creature of the sea in her, but JJ, I would have never addressed that. I would have never addressed that. Because you know what that say about you? You know what that say about you? That you screw fishy coochie. That you screw fishy coochie. Because ain't no way she slobbed on your shango stick and you said y'all was doing something for 2 to 3 hours, slobbed all on your shango stick, and you was not ready to deep dive into that fishy coochie. Come on now. Come on now. Somebody slobbing on your shango stick, and then you gonna just zip up your pants and say, okay, nah, that's good. You know, that's good. You know, that's it. Use a damn lie. Okay? Use a damn lie. You're lying. You slept with this woman. Now you talking about fishy coochie, fishy coochie. You knew it was fishy coochie. Okay? You said it smelled like a 2-week-old fish tank. And if that was true, baby, you would have smelled it outside her pants when she came close to you. If it was fishy coochie like that, you would have smelled it outside her clothes. Once she walked up on you, you would have smelled that thing. Because you can't hide a fish tank for 2 weeks and think that, you know, there's no smell to it. Baby, that's a lie. That's right, he sure did. He liked that fishy coochie. We not going to get in here and lie. He liked that fishy coochie. Talking about, I don't do stuff like that. I don't do, what was you doing then? She was slobbing on your shango stick. What were you doing? And this is no hate to Dr. Umar, because let me share something with you. When women offer that but JJ, men gonna take it. If you offering up the BJJ, he gonna take it. Any man gonna take it. If you offering it, I can't even play that song no more, Renee, baby. They do strike on that song because took it as AI. So they do a strike on that song now because the person who took it from somebody else. These young content creators, they be stealing and stuff. And then you be thinking it's their song. And it wasn't their song. YouTube hit me with so many things. I was like, oh no, let me delete this stuff. So that's why you don't hear me play it no more. But guys, I had a wonderful time with y'all today. And I know we clown, honey. We clown, okay? And I did the best I could today. But Lord, this thing was terrible, honey. Y'all, we got to stop believing these fake people that come on social media and they talking about they coming to save the community. Okay? They coming to save the community. I will tell you something, and I always say this. To save the community, you got to start with your home first. That's how you save the community. You love and protect your children. You teach them the right from wrong. That's how you save the community. Everybody not going to do right by their children. So even if you get out here and try to work with the community to do things, the child still have to go home and get the horrible teaching from their parents. So what you do is you change the community by changing your children, guiding your children. And then your children interact with other children that are in school that tell them, oh no, that's wrong. Our daughter, the wine baby, she quick to tell her friends, oh no, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. I don't want to get in any trouble. That doesn't look right. She quick to correct her friends. Oh no, I'm not down with that. She like a little old lady. I'm not down with that. You know, anytime you had those kids like later in life, they're like a little old person walking around, you know, giving corrections and stuff. She like the little mama of the house. The uncomfortable truth is that you gotta train those children. That's how you save the community, is you train your children to be upstanding people. And then they go out and they interact with their friends. So I gotta go, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Y'all be safe. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through Super Chat. You can donate through Venmo. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com, Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. The links are in our bio. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see Shop or Store if you're interested, okay? Hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles. You'll see me in a cartoon form, and in the back it'll say, take heed to the message, everybody. Much love to you all, okay? Y'all be safe. God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll be clowning tomorrow on another subject, all right? Much love to y'all all. And stay safe, baby. I got to go. No music today. No music today. Y'all stay blessed.